welcome to WML-TV, Maryland's top news station for over 3 days. I'm Daja.
I'm Nick Lewis.
We have breaking news on the McCulloch versus Maryland case. We have just found out that McCulloch has won.
Oh, Lord in tarnation, I was hoping that wouldn't happen. Alright, for those of y'all who don't know about the McCulloch versus Maryland case, I'm gonna tell you. This all started when James McCulloch, the head of the Baltimore branch of the Second National Bank, refused to pay the tax levied onto the bank by our most luscious state of Maryland. And thank Lord Almighty, because Maryland was not going to stand for this. Maryland brought McCulloch to the Maryland Supreme Court, and they found him wrong, and they put his behind in jail. But oh no, McCulloch, he wouldn't stand for that either. He appealed to the Supreme Court, and now we have this most distasteful ruling.
This case brings forward two questions. Does the national government have the right to put this bank in our state of Maryland? And does our state have the right to tax it?
Oh, we'll find out. Now to Nancy Ren, our most awesome news reporter. She's outside the courthouse right now, where pandemonium is rampant.
Thank you, Nick. I'm standing outside the Supreme Courthouse right now, where the Supreme Court has just made its decision about the McCulloch versus Maryland case. Protesters are outside, strongly voicing their opposition against the ruling in favor of McCulloch. Chief Justice Marshall has just released his statement about the reasoning behind the ruling of this case. First, according to the Necessary and Proper Clause, which gives Congress the ability to create laws that allow Congress to fulfill its duties, the National Bank is therefore allowed to be created, even though it was not explicitly stated in the Constitution. Secondly, the bank is therefore a necessary way for Congress to fulfill its duties of regulating commerce and levying taxes. Third, according to the Supremacy Clause, which states that federal laws have supremacy over state laws, therefore state laws cannot be in conflict with the federal laws, the state of Maryland does not have the right to tax the National Bank because its intentions were to destroy it, and thereby in conflict with the national institution. I have here with me DeAndre Williams, who is a protester strongly voicing his opinion against this ruling. DeAndre, how do you feel about this?
Well, Nancy, I feel that this is not a necessary thing to do. This is just outright distasteful. It's just not right. Congress shouldn't have the ability to create a national bank and all that.
Thank you, DeAndre. Back to you, Daja.
Thank you, Nancy.
Oh, Lordy, Lordy, sweet Joseph, Mary, and little baby Jesus. It's cases like these that really exasperate my own spirit. According to our most luscious, most gracious 10th Amendment, powers not delegated to the national government are hereby delegated to us, the state governments. This means we should be able to tax the Baltimore branch of the Second National Bank. And for that matter, the National Bank shouldn't even exist. You know why? Because nowhere in our Constitution does it state that Congress can set up a bank. So Daja, what do you think about this, especially the Necessary and Proper Clause?
I think that this is not necessary and it's not proper. If we have our own banks, what we need a national bank for? And why can't we tax you if you're on our land?
This got me thinking about something. We're a federal system, right?
Right.
This means that there's equal and shared power between the state government and the national government. So why does it seem as if the national government's superior to us? I can smell tyranny all over the place. Oh yeah, that's tyranny all right. I can see the future right now. my little grandbabies not in the federal system, but in a unitary one, where they don't have no power. No power at all.
And with that, we bid you good night.
See you next fortnight.